My name is Tom Sugg, and this is my story. So I'm a senior here at ULM, and like most people in Louisiana, raised up in a small town church. My grandma was the main factor in us going, and so I've heard these stories about Jesus, heard these stories about God, but never really like understanding them until really my grandma passed away. And so because of that, it kind of pushed me to want to know, why did she really like push us towards going to church all the time? And so I went to a church right across the street and learned about, I had a youth pastor there that taught me about my sin and why Jesus really came to take that away from me so I can be a part of his family. And so because of Jesus' love, I knew that I was saved. And so I repented, I turned to Christ, and because of that, I got baptized. And so growing up after that, our youth pastor kind of left, and I didn't really have anyone pushing me towards that goal of learning more about Jesus. And so because of that, I kind of just got into whatever else my friends were doing, just trying to please them, make them happy, putting all my hope in them. And so because of that, I was crushed many times because people will fail. And I learned this mostly in college because there's a lot of freedom here. And because of that, I got led into lustful things. I got led into drugs and alcohol. And there were some legal repercussions. But thankfully, God opened my eyes to how empty these things were. And he not only opened my eyes, but he also showed me that there's a better life in Jesus Christ, in his love. And I'm thankful for the people at the BCM that showed me Christ's love again. And so because of that, I was reminded that I'm still a part of this family and that there's grace that I don't deserve, but God lovingly gives. And so because of that, I now have opportunities not only to share the gospel here on our campus, but to also different places around the world. And because of that, I'm very grateful that God saved me so I can go spread his wonderful name. And there's still things that I suffer and still have to deal with. My father recently passed away last year, and if I look at my circumstances, I can just be paralyzed because of the pain. But I know that Jesus has been through the same things, and because of him not only dying for me, but coming back to life and giving me this hope in him that will never go away, I can now know that I don't have to look at my circumstances. I can have joy in Christ always because he is alive. And my father, my dad here on earth, is now giving him praise and worship because that's what he believed too. And so I'm just grateful for the love of Jesus Christ and how wonderful he is. And so if you get anything from my story, know that it's not about me, it's about Jesus.